let's have a look at this. Let's talk some turkey. Gobble, gobble. There are 3 types of clue in this puzzle. Turkey. Let's talk turkey. The clues here are straightforward. No foul play here. I see what you've done there. Stuffing. Each answer must be stuffed with additional letters before being entered into the grid. Okay? And extra sides. Each clue has extra sides, the first and last words, which need to be discarded before solving. I would imagine so, Katus. I would imagine so. Actually, well, this is all from a book. This is all published from a book. So if this book took puzzles from other sources, then maybe it would be a November thing. But as it stands, it's just one from a set of 45 from this book. Reading the first letters of the first words in the extra sides in clue order, followed by the first letters of the last words, thank you for the raid, resender, good evening, will reveal how the stuffing answers must be modified, as well as how you may end your Thanksgiving dinner. There is a subtle November hint there, isn't there, really? Good evening, resender, hope you're doing all right. Okay, so normal looking grids, we get to actually place some clues, not the stuffing clues, but we get to place. We have a Kevin Wald puzzle coming up. So if you like long preambles, 1, 2, 4 weeks today. Assuming I don't have any breaks, it's in 4 weeks today. We've got a Kevin Wald. I'm putting you on alert right now. If you start reading the preamble for that now, you'll be ready for the puzzle by then. Okay. Allow me first go with all the clues. When I get stuck, I will ask for help. Most large egg bits scrambled. Most large egg bits scrambled. So each answer must be stuffed with additional letters. Okay. It should be... so one convention with this book is if it's got stuff in square brackets, that's just telling you about the grid entry. So we know there's 7 letters to go in the grid, but of course we might only get a 3-letter answer here that we're going to stuff later. Good morning, Manic. Most large, it's something est. Oh, okay, go for 1. I think this is a turkey clue. I think there's no foul play here. It's an anagram of egg bits. Have you got your egg bits scrambled? Biggest anagram right there. And I think we can just bung that in the grid right away. We're told that those are normals. So in it goes. That's very disturbing for a variety cryptic being able to do that straight away. Fashion designer. Initially in car of the 90s with insurance spokesman. Okay, this might be an extra sides. I want this to be Geico or Gecko, one of the two, because I think it's referring to, there's a brand of insurance in the US called Geico, and its spokesman is a gecko. So I think it's going to be Geico, because initially in car of is ICO. So can a designer be GE? Because I want to take fashion out and I want to take spokesman out. So I feel like it's Geico, but I'm not 100% sure. Car of the 90s. Designer initially might be D. A car of the 90s with insurance spokesman. I don't know. So I'm going to come back to that one, but I feel like it's Geico. One may dig unskilled writer Derek, according to Reverend Spooner. One may dig unskilled writer Derek. Ooh, according to Reverend Spooner. So I need some famous Derek. Derek Jacobi, Derek Trotter. Oh, it could be Dell. So an unskilled writer, a scrawler Dell, Dawler Screll. Unskilled writer, scribbler, dribbler cell. One may dig, spade. I feel like this is going to be a stuffing clue as well, by the way, just getting my spidey senses out. But that's what it's probably going to be. No, exactly. It's not going to be. But Derek. Oh, it could be Bo. be Bow Derek. So an scribbler bow, scrawler bow, baller sco. It's something like that. There's going to be a spoonerism going on. Wound around place to park toy racer. Wound around place to park toy racer. This one might be extra because we could take away wound and racer. Around place to park toy. Well, at least we got the first clue. Moving on. 12. Short dash down to finish. Short dash down to finish. Okay. Okay, I got this one. I've got this one. This is a stuffing clue. This is a stuffing clue. So the actual answer to this is not 5 letters, but it is 3. This gives us a 3. So go for 12 if you've got it based on my hint there. Short dash in typography is EN. It's an N dash. And down is D. And that becomes finish. We're going to add letters to that. Could be quite a few things. Good evening, Foggy. I hope your migraine is gone. If you've still got it, you have my severe sympathies. I mean, you have them anyway. But I hope you're feeling a bit better. Bless anything you like, reformed inmate urged. Bless anything you like, reformed inmate urged. This is feeling like a extra sides. Hooray! Good. An extra sides clue. If we take away bless and urged, it'll mean anything you like, and it's an anagram of inmate. But I'm not spotting the anagram of inmate if it is that. In anything you like. Amior. It name. My auntie. Each answer must be stuffed with additional letters. That is a good point. Yeah, I don't think we can assume that, irritatingly, but it's a good thought, Hans. Right. So for those of you getting this one, what type of clue? It name. Name it. Oh. There we go. Name it. Anything you like. Name it. There we go. So that is an extra. That is an extra sides clue. So we can take the B and the U. Is it the first letters of the first words in order, and then the first letters of the last words in order? I mean, I'm always tired. I am always tired. My tiredness is horrendous at the moment. Let's just say that it is getting me down. It is that bad. But I have had. I tell you what. I'm particularly tired today because I've only had one nap. I'm now at the point where I had to have 2 naps to get through the day. One at lunchtime to get in between halfway through the day, and then one after I finish work and before I stream. It's ridiculous. Anyway, 14. Someone on the masthead decided not to walk back around it. Got it. This is editor. And I think this is a normal clue. Someone on the masthead in the newspaper. We're talking an editor. The masthead is the top of the paper. Decided not to walk, so you rode instead, and that's going backwards around it. So that is editor. I think that is a normal clue. Did I say idiot? What did I say? I don't know what I said. So that's that one. Well done, Foggy and Meredith and Arch and anyone else who got that one. Swipes braces for the mouth. Swipes braces for the mouth. Right. This is not an extra sides clue because we'd only be left with braces for the. Oh, okay. This is either a normal clue or a stuffing clue because it's going to be for the mouths out loud. So it's going to be a sounds like clue. If you swipe, you steal. Go for it in the chat. Now I need to work out which way round it goes. I think it's that way round. If you swipe something, you steal it, and if you brace for impact, you steal yourself. S-T-E-E-L, but it only sounds like that. It's S-T-E-A-L. That's just going straight in, isn't it? That's a normal clue. Stuck president inside tote. Stuck president. Stuck present inside tote. Tote is to carry. It's a bag. If you're stuck, I'm stuffing the clues. It's true. Inside tote. To bear. Present is now. Or here. Stuck. Waterfall. Go for the type of clue. I think this isn't an extra sides clue. So what's the type of clue? I think if my guess is that it's a turkey or a stuffing. And my gut is saying turkey. Normal. Okay, it's a normal clue. So present or present inside tote is first letter, please. Then to tote is to bear, to carry, to move, to haul. A. Stuck. Well, I am stuck on this clue. I am. Oh no, here. Okay. What's the last letter? Hang on. Present is definitely here. Inside. Okay. Okay, go for this one. I've got it now. I think it's adhered past tense because that means stuck. Yes. So to tote is to add, as in to like tot up. Is it something like that? To tote up? I don't think so. Hopefully I'm still going. So it's here, inside, add for tote, and then you get stuck. Adhered. Yugoslavian psychiatrist Newton is locked up in prison playroom. Yugoslavian psychiatrist Newton is locked up in prison playroom. Okay, this must be an extra sides clue because it's quite a long clue, and it just feels like if you take off the first and last words, that it still makes sense. Psychiatrist Newton is locked up in prison. That works for me. Now, I don't know the answer. Locked up in prison. Is there an Osir locked up in prison? Is there a psychiatrist Newton called Serp or Nozzy that's backwards in the word prison? Prison. Can. Hang on. No. It's just so the definition is going to be psychiatrist. Newton is represented by the letter N in physics, and it's going to be locked up in prison. So can, C-A-N-N. No, a psychiatrist isn't called a can. A psychiatrist is your shrink. Is your Freud. Is it going to be a particular psychiatrist? 3-letter terms for prison. All I can think of is juvie. Oh dear. First letter, please. Jail. J. Interesting. So it would be J blank N blank. I mean, jail is the only other thing I can think of. It's locked up in prison. Second letter, please. Juvie? Is it juvie? Junie? What's Newton doing? Because a prison could be juvie like that, but I always thought it was IE at the end. But then I've never seen this word written down if it is that. It may well be a jug. Oh, young! I'm very good. I now get your clue, Arch. Very good. I'm young at heart. So Newton is N, and it's going in jug. Didn't know that was a slang for prison, but I can sort of see why it would be. Put N in jug, and you get young. There we go. Really? Oh, Arch. Bloomin' prison slang. You know, you say you get, you love the things you hate, in a way. I may have turned my hatred of prison slang and names for prison slang and slangs and prisons and things like that into a recent, into a War on Only Connecting that was on a few weeks ago. Got a trim, 151-page letter. Got a trim, 151-page letter. Well, I am from Reading, Arch, so, the classic spelling. Got a trim, 151-page letter. Now, what is 151 in Roman numerals? That will be CLI, and that gives it to me. Now, that means that this is an extra sides clue. Have you got a little screen in the middle that you can drop so that in between questions you can see each other's chips? That's my next question. Gotta and letter, you've got to go. So trim is clip, CLI for 151, P for page, clip, 21. 22, broadcast in Colorado's capital city. Broadcast in Colorado's capital city. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with 22. Go for it if you've got this one. This. What's the capital of Colorado? Well, it's Denver. Yeah, that doesn't work. It's not Denver. No. You're not even on the right continent. It's Cairo. If you air something, you broadcast it. So broadcast is air. Colorado is CO. In that way, it's true. So you put air in CO. And so that is a stuffing clue. What is the best way to... So I'm going to put stuffing clues in yellow because we know that we need to stuff them. So that's air in CO. And so the capital city is not Colorado, but it is Cairo. Happy Doc and others beginning to discover malls after leaving home. Happy Doc and others beginning to discover malls after leaving home. There's a lot of words there, which immediately makes me think extra sides. I'll stick it in. Ha, 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 ha. Doc and others. If I'm thinking, take off the first and last word, so you get Doc and others beginning to discover malls after leaving. And others is usually et al. Beginning to discover D. Malls after... Is it a hidden in some way? Not spotting this. I am seeing that you're getting it, but I'm going to leave that one for later. Mox World Peas. Give peas a chance. What do we need? World Peas. Mox World Peas. Okay, I've got 27. Yes, I've got 27. And here's my clue for it. I'm turning the cell yellow. Go for 27 if you've got it. Manic Antipatis et al. It's an anagram of peas. And it means mox. Absolutely. Apes. Praises laxist revolutionary. This is a normal clue. Praises laxist revolutionary. Go for 29. It's an anagram of laxist and it means praises. I'll take a sip of my drink. Correct hands. Ding, 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 ding. Exalts. So that goes in 29. Is clip in the right place? Yes, it is. Blimey, that's a big gap. Amusing topic. Those folks with silver of elephant's ear. Sliver. You see, I worry that I'm in cognitive decline. No, I genuinely do, and I know I'm a hypochondriac anyway. But I do misread a lot, as you have seen. Tonight I'm doing it a lot, I think probably because I'm a little bit extra tired. But it happens all the time, which makes editing really hard. Amusing topic. Those folks with sliver of elephant's ear. So sliver of elephant, E, because the first letter. Those folks... Okay, yep, fine. So this is an extra sides clue. Am I over the hill, Arch? Is that what we're saying now? Go for 31. This is an extra words clue. There's don't look at the word amusing or ear. Yes, them. Those folks is them. The sliver of elephant is E. And that becomes theme, and that is a topic. So I could put that in. 32. Kennedy departs in lingerie. Kennedy departs in lingerie. Okay, I've got this. Interesting clue. Go for 32. This is a normal clue. So this is a Kennedy. Ted Kennedy. Part of the Kennedy family, I assume. And if you depart, you leave. But if you depart in a permanent sense, you die. And so Ted dies and some lingerie. Teddies! Hey, Twitch hoppers! You are correct, my friend. Have a bonus biscuit. Hope you're doing well. Drew or I can become more verbose. Okay, I've got this one. This is a stuffing clue. Go for 33. Go for 33. This is a stuffing clue. It is wordier. So Drew or I, it's an anagram of that because that can become more wordier. Anagram of Drew or I. Between the X and the D. Aha. I think you are right. You are right. Yes. I missed one when drawing the grid up. Thank you very much. Ding. Indigo blues and yellow in fires observed. Indigo blues and yellow in fires observed. My gut is telling me that this is an extra sides clue, and we're going to get rid of indigo and observed. I think it's blues as the definition, yellow, the letter Y, in fires. So axes, and it means blues. Teals, cyans. There it is. He's done it, folks. I can also... Wordier looks wrong. Oh, no, it's a stuffing clue. That's why it looks wrong. It's Y in cans. If you can something, you axe it. And you get rid of it, you fire it. And those are blues. That's I and O that go in there. Heart of German city before Common Era. Heart of German city before Common Era. This is a German city I want to go to. I've only been to 3 or 4 German cities, but this is one that I want to go to. In fact, I've only been to 3. I can tell you that for a fact. Yes, 3. Doubting myself, but it's 3. This is mainly because there's a board game thing that happens there once a year, and I want to go to that, and probably be overwhelmed with the number of people there. Go for 35. Go for 35. This is a normal clue. German city is Essen, and Common Era is CE. So it's your essence. No. Absolutely, Arch. much. Okay, so those are the acrosses. Let's go to the downs. Naturalist. I never remember I know one of them means naked and one means like nature, and I never remember which one's a naturist and one's a naturalist. I don't remember. Never remember. Naturalist shaping bonsai somewhere in Europe. Brackets Finland. I think this is going to be an extra sides clue. I want to get rid of the naturalist and I want to get rid of Finland. So it's an anagram of bonsai somewhere in Europe. Somewhere in Europe. All I can see is Lisbon, where the L is an A instead. Saibon. Got it, finally. Begins with B. Go for it in the chat. Go for it, Twitch Hoppers et al. It is an anagram of bonsai. Begins with B. And Herzegovina, Bosnia. It is correct. I'd forgotten that there was even a grid there. I'm so used to not having any help by this, you know. Oh, it's a jigsaw. We have no idea where this goes. I keep forgetting. Look at the grid. It's useful. First and last letters are N and F for that clue. Melancholy. Disheartened cop. Well, looking at the grid, because I've remembered about the grid now, it's got to be glum, based on Wheel of Fortune. But why? What letter goes into glum to make a cop? Not gloom. Glaum, glium. Is there something I'm missing here? If you're melancholy, you're glum. Disheartened cop. Oh, no. Okay, no, this is other way round. Other way round. This is a stuffing clue. So melancholy is glum, but then it is disheartened. And it becomes a gumshoe, a cop. Well, you say that. I think a gum is a cop. So I think it can be this. I'm just going to pull up Chambers. Tisn't. Tis. Gum. Let's have a look. Nonsense. Insolence. The firm fleshy tissue around the base of the teeth. Yes. A gum tree. A beehive. A substance that collects from certain plants. Yes. Come on, tell me. A material that gathers in the corner of the eye. Or used in oaths for God, as in ibai gum. But it is not a copper. Okay, so it isn't that. Fine. Excellent work, Arch. Keep it up. So you can't shorten gumshoe to gum. Okay, fine. So is it glum then? Not glum. Grim? Wrong definition. So gloom could be melancholy, and if you take out that middle O, you get glom. Is that a thing? Let's look up glom. Glom, to snatch, to steal, or to look at, to eye. So to steal something, if you cop something, do you steal it? To catch or arrest... Fair cop. Okay, I'll go with glom, but I'm not the happiest bunny. Entrances bill. Ah, okay, go for 3. This is a turkey of a clue, as in it's normal. 3. Yes, it's got to be an extra size clue. Just get rid of it all. It's Gates, it's Bill Gates, and if you're in trance, no, it's an entrance. So it's entrances, which are gates, and that's Bill Gates. Good evening, Grandma Van. Ingesting fish, marbled steak potatoes. Okay, skate. That's a type of fish, and it's an anagram of steak. If we get rid of ingesting and potatoes, those are the extra sides for that clue, we get a skate. Make one's way through hospital in the middle of walk. Yes, happy with this. This is a normal clue, I think. Nothing. Nothing, Catnip. Slowly just getting through the puzzle, really. Go for 5. I've got an idea for this one. Go for it, Michael. It owl. I'm hoping you're going to say thread, because hospital is H, and we're going to put that in the middle of tread for walk, and I think it's a normal clue. Do you agree? Whilst you let me know, I'll put that in. Cool. Stop listening. Stop listening to our father each Friday. 2 words. Stop listening to our father each Friday. Well, each is usually EA. Friday could be F or FR. Something leaf? Hour? Oh, hour. So it could be hour, as in hour. Hour. H-O-U-M. But I don't think it is. Not sure what's going on here. I'm going to run away. Wild Etruscan horsemen. Wild Etruscan horsemen. I'm happy with this one. This is something I have seen before. But I'd just like to say, before I saw Will He Remember, I have my hand on the can. It's fine. What clue is this? Well, if this is 7 up, this clue is 7 down. I had remembered. I had that hand on the can. Honest. There's no way I can prove that. I'm an honest person. I would absolutely fess up if I had forgotten. But I had this time because I'm actually happy. Go for 7. Where do half men, half horse people go for holiday? Yes, centaur parks. Yes, that's a joke that only you'll get in the UK, because centaur parks is a thing here, which you won't know about in the US. Basically, big bubbles in forests, which also won't make any sense to you. Look it up. Centaurs. That's a normal clue. Anagram of Etruscan, because it is wild. Nestling into Duke, taking back bit of glory overnight. Nestling into Duke, taking back bit of glory overnight. Ends in the letter O, at least the grid entry does. Okay. Okay. Okay, what I will say to this is... Bing! I've spotted a hidden. I think this is a hidden. Go for 8. I also think it's an extra sides clue. I don't think you need nestling or overnight. So let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of that extra O. It is hidden backwards into Duke, a kudo, because if you give out kudos, a bit of respect, a bit of well done, a bit of glory. So I'm assuming you can have 1 kudo, a bit of kudos, 1 kudo. So there we go. Child 10 lifted drilling equipment. My mother. Don't worry, there's more to the sentence. My mother. So unfortunately, we had we were adjacent to a death, not strictly in our family, but a sort of friend of the family we sort of knew passed away. Anyway, they had a stairway, one of those electric stairways. What do you call it? Stairlift. In their house, and we decided, well, it's not going anywhere. Let's put it in my mum's place instead. And they can't, because the chair's too heavy. I don't understand this. 2 people. So a big hulking man came round with the chair. My uncle and my mother can't lift the chair. It is so heavy to put it on the rail. So they can't. They've got it. They're ready to install it. They can't lift the chair, and they can't be bothered to find anyone. So they're going to get the man who brought it to get rid of it and take it to the tip. But anyway, just the idea of a child 10 years old lifting drilling equipment reminded me of that. So sorry, it was actually quite a boring story, but I thought it was fun. Child 10 lifted drilling equipment. Got it. Go for it, Hans et al. And Hollow for 9. The child is a girl. And 10 is 10. I-O. So girl I-O, reverse it all, oil rig. That is definitely a piece of drilling equipment. Cryptic clue for buy exchange. Cryptic clue for buy exchange. 10. Cryptic clue for buy exchange. Why do I feel like this is going to be quite meta? Or, you know, it is a clue that means that could be for buy exchange. Could be stuffing as well. So, well, 10. If you write 10 out, it's IO. Yeah, so that works for me. 10, not spotting, going to come back to it. Indian casino souvenir, high card, below seat. Indian casino souvenir, high card, below seat. 15 down. Where are we? Here. Casino souvenir is a chip. High card is going to be an ace, which is A. And we need it to go below a seat. If there's an Indian casino, is it? So the definition is going to be an Indian, isn't it? Okay. So chip tenner, because a high card might be a 10. No, below seat. What is the seat? Is your lap? Is your go for this one. Let's move past this one. I'm assuming a chip tenner. Yes. Beep, 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 beep. Oh right, okay. A pew. Grab a pew. A seat. A pew. I don't use the word pew enough. So what do they prefer to be called? Oh, I don't know how you say that. Ojibwe? No? Ojibwe? Okay. Sorry, prefer to be called sounds like they are called. They don't prefer to be called that. They are called. Fisherman in turbulent water grabs line above river on Sunday. There's a lot of things going on there. Turbulent water, anagram of water, grabbing line. So it's trawler, something like a trawlerman or something like that. On Sunday, trawlers. It's trawlers now. So fishermen are trawlers. Anagram of water is at the start, but it's grabbing L for line. So anagram of water and L. River is R, S for Sunday, trawlers. Junkie at times is no longer working with Reagan's Rev. Junkie at times is no longer working with Reagan's Rev. 18. So it goes here. Junkie at times, maybe it's every other letter, is no longer working. Off, idle, broken, with Reagan. Ron. The rev could be reversed. Now, is it an extra sides clue? Am I getting rid of... Oh, hang on. At times is no longer. Okay, well, get rid of junkie. Then it says at times is no longer working. So take every other letter of that. So it would be in... L-N-E. In L-N-E. With Reagan's. Don't know that, so I'm going to come back to that one. Bird in 80s animation still strips twig. Bird in 80s animation still strips twig. I could look at the letters. Interesting. Interesting. Feels like there should be very few words that go there. That's got to end T-I-C. Tack, tech, talk, tuck, tack. Tick. Bird. In 80s animation, this might be a reference thing, still strips twig. Can I have the type of clue for 21, please? Let's have the type of clue for 21. Oh, there's an Americanism coming along. Okay. I might have heard of it. Probably not. It's a normal clue. Darn. Okay. I want it... no. Strong hints then, please. I feel that the definition is bird in 80s animation. So is there a catic bird that was in an American animation of some kind? Bird in 80s. Oh, okay. So it's going to be a person then, like Larry Bird or something like that, but not basketball player. Uh-oh. Animation still is a cell. Oh, a Celtic. Sorry, Celtic. Cell is an animation still, and if you strip a twig, it's stick, but without the first and last letters. So it's Celtic. Gunners shot the French palace unintentionally. Gunners shot the French palace unintentionally. I feel like this is going to be an extra sides clue because I don't like gunners and unintentionally. So I feel like it's going to be shot the French palace. Yes, it is in fact that. That is what it is. So G and U are extra. I could have also looked at these. Go for... Boo for Arsenal. Go for 22 if you've got it. If you... Why is... It's castle. Why? I'm trying to work out why shot is cast. He had his shot, he had his cast. That's not it. So is it like to form something throughout? Maybe. But shot is definitely cast, but I can't work out why. I can't equate it in my head. But anyway, shot is cast. The French is le, and a palace is a castle. Argentinian girl spinning around aisles nakedly. Argentinian girl spinning around aisles nakedly. Okay. This is I want it to be Elissa. Yeah, there you go. It's an anagram of aisles, isn't it? So I think Argentinian and nakedly are extra. So it's girl. Definition is girls. Girl. I'm trying to see where... Oh, no. The 23 down, it's got to end in E. Ugh. Scottish. So Alice then instead. Anagram of aisles. And it becomes that. Oh, lassie. Oh, don't be lassie. Cedar disturbed by some instruments. Reeds. Some instruments are reeds. That is a normal clue. You're all over it. I'm not going to give it to you. Nah. Charlie Hawkins' ideas disturb David. Charlie Hawkins' ideas disturb David. Okay, I think I've got this. Yeah, I've got this. Go for 26. This is person, isn't it? Well, the cedar is the meal that ends Passover, I think. But it's Sadie, which is an ideas disturbed, but Charlie and David are extra. bit of hands cry for attention. A bit of hands cry for attention. So it's got to go here. And it's got to be... Oh, there you go. This is an and-lit clue, which means that all the clue is the wordplay and the definition at the same time. So if we treat it as just the wordplay, A is A, the bit of hand is H, and a cry for attention is oi, giving us ahoy, and that whole word, the whole clue could mean ahoy. A hand is a worker on a ship. A bit of hands, cry for attention is ahoy. So there we go. And operating without a foreign bank claim somehow. Okay, so this is first and last words are going to go. It is alien. So foreign is alien, but it is without a. So take out that, and you get a lien, which is a bank. Claim. Yes, I went on lien, didn't I? That's silly. So get rid of operating, and somehow. There we go, we are nearly there. See, that's gecko. That's gecko rather than Geico. Okay. Fashion designer initially in car of the 90s with insurance spokesman. Oh yeah, okay, so what have we got here? So how are we stuffing the things? We are stuffing them by gaining a couple of pounds. They're going to gain a couple of pounds. So we're going to stuff clues by gaining a couple of pounds. So it's the metro is the car, is it? So designer initially in metro. What? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Fashion designer initially in car of the 90s with insurance spokesman. I mean, yes, I do. We've got all the extra sides. It is only a stuffing or a turkey. So just gecko? Is there a gecko GECCO that sounds like gecko? OCK in GEO. What? What's a GEO? Oh, right. That's your American car. I never remember that in when I do the New York Times either. So it's CK. That's your fashion designer. Put that in GEO, which is a car. Is it called a? Do you say the individual letters GEO or is it GEO? Art, you confused me. Wasn't hard. Okay. One may dig unskilled writer Derek, according to Reverend Spoon. It looks like black hole. Hack. Okay, so it's going to be something hole. Flack hole? A slack hole? One may dig. Because it's going to be a hack, and now I need the Derek, don't I? So an unskilled writer is a hack. Had a mini episode during saying that. Sorry, unskilled writer is a hack, and I just need a Derek, and I don't know the Derek. So if you've got the Derek, let me know, please. Hack bow, backhoe. It's backhoe. It's backhoe, and it becomes black hole. It's a stuffing clue. So hack bow. It is Bo Derek. So spoonerise that. You get backhoe, and that may dig, but that is going to become black hole with the addition of a couple of pounds. L being a symbol for pound. So does that mean it's going to be Lendl? Yeah, that's going to be Lendl. So the first and last letters weren't E and D, were they? No. So here we have this one. Wound around place to park toy racer. So it's a slot car, because that's a toy racer. Now, why is it that? Place to park is a lot, and a wound. It's not wound. Wound. So a scar around place to park lot, and that's a car. That's a normal clue. Editor's normal. Steals is normal. Adhered. Young. Clip. And so Cairo needs 2 L's. Well, Clairol, the brand. I'm assuming it's that. 24. Happy Doc and others beginning to discover moors after leaving home. Why do I think it's a ward? No, it's dwarfs. Awards fits, but Doc and others. Okay, so it is. Oh, I want it to be. Oh, happy. There should be a comma. There you go. There's a bit of crypticness. Happy and Doc, they're both dwarves, and others. Beginning to discover, that's D. Moors, Wolffs, WHRAFS. After leaving home, minus the H. Apes becomes lapels. Add in 2 L's there. Exalts theme teddies. Wordier is going to become worldlier. Wordier becomes worldlier. Cyan's essence. Bosnia glom. Gates skate thread 6. Okay. So this is Go Deaf. Stop listening to. So that's Go Deaf. Our Father, God, each is EA and Friday is F. But I couldn't work out what. Why would EAF be at the end of a thing? Go Deaf. There we go. Add in 2 O's, you get Gold Leaf. Centaurs, Kudo, Oil Rig, 10. 10, 10, 10. Cryptic clue for by exchange. Bandy. If you bandy about, you exchange things, and a cryptic clue for buy would be B and Y. We had, funnily enough, a foggy puzzle based exactly on this principle recently, of things as X and Y, candy, C and Y, that sort of thing. Bandy, put in 2 L's, that you get blandly. So that's an extra. Trawlers, 18. Junkie at times. This is it, isn't it? This is the last clue as well. Is no longer working with Reagan's Rev. If you're no longer working, you're out. Oh, no, hang on. Snorter. A junkie might be someone who snorts. Now, is it that? With. So it's Ret Ron's backwards. Rev does means reversed. So Ron is Reagan. So Ron's is reversed. Is no longer working. Like terminated. It's going to be Snorter though. And I think that is everything. That is indeed everything. Is no longer working. Retired. So Ret Ron's all reversed. So we have stuffed some clues with a couple of pounds. The letter L twice. And that is a lovely Thanksgiving feast. Let's Talk Turkey by Roger Wolff. Good game. Well done, everyone. Fun puzzle as ever. Thank you very much, Roger Wolff.